Hello, boys and girls. Did you know our God is a good God and that He's always good? Welcome to the God is So Good series. In these episodes, we will be discovering more of God's character. That means who He is, what He's like, and how He does things. The Israelites called God by different names to tell about what He was like. Names like Jehovah Rohi or Jehovah Shammah. Each name of God shows a different side to His character. And it's always good. Most importantly, we will see how Jesus came to be an example of how God's good character still works for us in the New Testament as New Testament believers. God is still good for you and me. Come on, let's go! Hello, Karis.
Hi, Rosie.
Did you know God is so good?
Yeah.
Let's look at one of the ways that God shows us His goodness. Can you take off the number 7 post sticker? Oh, it's right behind me. Oh, good job. Hey, what's that a picture of?
A heart.
A heart. And that says Jehovah Tsidkenu. Can you say that?
Jehovah Tsidkenu.
Good job. That's one of God's names in the Bible. Jehovah Tsidkenu means the Lord my righteousness. Say that.
Lord, my righteousness.
Good. One of the things that happens when we are righteous is that it becomes easy to do the right thing. Now we're going to look at someone in the Bible who was able to do the right thing as long as they listened to someone who was good for God. How about we open up that card and show everyone?
Okay.
What does it say?
Joash.
It says Joash.
Joash.
Yeah, Joash. Let's show everyone. Good. And King Joash became a king when he was only 7 years old. Can you imagine Spencer being the king of the whole land?
Yeah.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as long as Joash depended on the high priest for good advice, he did the right thing for God. And Corey and Spencer are going to tell us what else happened to King Joash when he did the right thing. All right, thanks, Karis. Can we say it together? Jehovah Tsidkenu?
Jehovah Tsidkenu.
The Lord my righteousness.
Lord, my righteousness.
Good job. Hi, Spencer.
Hi, Corey.
Hey, do you know what righteousness means?
No sin?
That's pretty close. It means that we are in right standing with God and our hearts are clean and pure before Him. So He can dwell with us. Do you want to know somebody who did some right standing with God in the Bible?
Sure.
Okay, his name is Joash. Can we find him on the timeline?
Joash.
Oh, he's right at the end. I think we're going to have to add to this timeline next week. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, King Joash was only 7 years old when he became king.
Wow.
Hey, you're 7 years old, aren't you, Spencer?
Yeah, I am. How old are you?
Oh, that's a secret.
Oh,
Hey,
it is?
Would you like to be king?
Yes, I would.
Oh, yeah? And do you think you'd be wise enough to be king over a whole country when you're 7?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't think Joash was either.
I know, but
What's one thing that you would do if you were king?
I would let families come to my palace and maybe have royal snacks.
Royal snacks. That'd be great for everyone, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you would need a lot of help to run the country if you were 7, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And Joash did too. So he depended on Jehoiada. Can you say that?
Jehoiada.
Yeah, Jehoiada was the high priest who helped him make good decisions. And what's amazing that is Jehoiada was almost 100 years old at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, but God helped him to stay alive until Joash was almost 40.
Wow. So,
So he had real help being a good king.
yeah.
Yeah, Jehoiada the high priest helped to raise and train Joash, and then Joash did what was right in the sight of the Lord all the days that Jehoiada lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Joash and Jehoiada, they repaired the temple and cleansed it from idol worship and restored right sacrifices so
Wow.
God's presence could come and dwell in His temple
Wow.
because of the righteousness of King Joash and Jehoiada. Yeah, and the Lord our righteousness is Jehovah Tsidkenu. Can you say that?
Jehovah Tsidkenu.
Yeah, so Jehovah Tsidkenu gave Joash success and peace in his kingdom because of his righteousness. And just like He's done for us too, hasn't He?
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that good of God?
Yes, it is. It's very good.
Do you think God can be Jehovah Tsidkenu for us too?
Yes, He can.
And when can He do that? When can He be our righteousness?
When we ask Him into our heart.
Very good. When He comes into our heart and washes us clean from sin, so we are righteous. Yeah. And did you know when we are righteous, it is easy for us to do the right thing? Just like King Joash, as long as he listened to Jehoiada, it was easy for him to do the right thing. And then God's presence can come and be with us forever. Isn't God good?
Yes, He is so good.
That's right. Thanks for helping me tell the story, Spencer.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Hello, Karis.
Hi, King.
Well, how are you today?
I'm good. What's your name again?
Oh, well, my name? Well, I'm looking like a king because I'm going to tell you about Jehovah Tsidkenu, the Lord my righteousness. But how would you read my name?
Joash.
Joash, that's right. Do you remember who Joash was?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, Joash did what was right in the sight of the Lord for as long as Jehoiada the priest was alive. And God blessed him with success and peace in his kingdom, which comes along with righteousness. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Good. So, can you help me with a memory verse today?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Repeat after me. Ephesians 4:24.
Ephesians 4:24.
Put on
Put on
the new man,
the new man,
which was created
which was created
according to God
according to God,
in true righteousness.
true righteousness.
Good. Let's say it again. Ephesians 4:24.
Ephesians 4:24.
Put on the new man,
Put on the new man,
which was created
created
according to God
according to God,
in true righteousness.
in true righteousness.
Did you know that you can put on the new man when you ask Jesus into your heart?
Really?
Yes, you can. And that's in true righteousness because God creates you righteous. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can we do this again? But let's say take some turns saying the verse, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll say some words and then you fill in the blanks. Will that work?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Put on the
New man.
new man, good, which was
Created
according to
God.
in true
Righteousness.
perfect, Karis. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Bye.
Hello, Spencer.
Hi, Rosie.
Hey, what do you think is in the treasure chest today?
Definitely something that reminds us of how good God is.
All right, why don't we check and find out? Good.
Heart
Hey,
pillow.
it's a heart, and it's red. Hey, now, how does that remind us about how good God is?
Well, because He's Jehovah Tsidkenu, the
The
Lord our
Lord-
righteousness.
That's right. And when Jesus makes us righteous, He washes us with His...
Sin.
He
No,
washes
blood.
us from
Blood,
sin
blood.
with His blood. You're right.
Yes.
That's why it's all red.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so do you remember King Joash?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Well, when Jesus washes us with His blood and we are cleansed from unrighteousness, then it
Yeah.
also becomes easy to make good decisions, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, right decisions. And that's exactly what Joash did. For as long as the high priest Jehoiada was around, then Joash listened to his advice and
Yeah.
they repaired the temple and cleansed it from unrighteousness and idol worship so that God's presence could come and dwell there. So just like
Yeah.
when we have our hearts washed by Jesus, His presence can come and dwell in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And then what does that mean for us as the Lord our righteousness when Jesus is our righteousness? What can we do?
We can...
Can God be with us?
Yes, He can.
And when we die, where can we go?
To heaven.
That's right, and be and dwell with Jesus forever, right?
Yeah.
Good. And if Jesus is the Lord our righteousness, Jehovah Tsidkenu, what do we do if we make a mistake?
Say sorry.
We say sorry and ask for forgiveness, don't we?
Yeah.
And will Jesus always do that?
Yeah.
Good. So that would be just responding to Jesus as Jehovah Tsidkenu, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And doing that is what it means to follow Jesus. And we follow Him because we trust He will be our Jehovah Tsidkenu, the Lord our righteousness. And why will Jesus make us righteous, Spencer?
Because He is so good.
He's so good. Well, boys and girls, now we know more about how good our God is. God was good to the Israelites in the Old Testament, and He's still good to us today. And remember, Hebrews 13:8 says Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And that means he's good to you too. If you've never done it before, invite Jesus to be your Lord today. Just say, Jesus, come and be my Lord. Wash my heart clean and let me know your good plan for my life. And he sure will, 'cause God is so good.